Hi friends, it's Maria. I wanted to show you these journals that I just finished. Um, they are the same paper bag type that I've been making with the embroidered spine. I think I called it slow stitch spine, but this one's a little different. This one I have like a little center piece of embroidery with some fabrics, and I did a little leaf, and everything is hand stitched down. And I had so much fun making these, and I think they came out gorgeous. They're all botanical themed. The spines are all very similar. I used the same embroidery, except this flower in the center is white. I have one blue, the other one's white. Same fabrics. I did a leaf on each one. Right there is the leaf here. This one has a big doily. And I put a button on each one. And I'm in love with these spines. And as I was making them, I thought, you know what? I have to stop doing spines and start doing covers like this. Because it deserves to be a cover. They're just so pretty. So this has a little doily. They all have there's the leaf. And there's my center piece of embroidery, which I think came out so beautiful. And I did so much hand stitching on this. So I hope you enjoy these. They were just a work of love. And let's get in the journals. So the journals are the paper bag journals. There's 5 signatures in each. And now that I gushed over my spines, let's go inside. So they have a twine closure, again botanical themed, with lots of ephemera and lots of flip outs, and I did a lot of fussy cutting. This is just a Tim Holtz die cut on a page, and this one has a big journaling card on the top. Actually, this is a little CD case flip out, and that's where that came from. It was up there. So the CD case has got a doily and some die cuts and lots of decorations. And it has a little tag that I made with my fussy cuts. And then it has an old book page, some grid paper. This is just some drawing paper. This is that Japanese writing paper. Some tea-stained paper, some digitals. And then each one also has, I left the center strings long in case you wanted to put something on them. Otherwise, you could just cut them low. But each one of these also has like one of these tiered pockets that has like a upper and a lower tier that I did some embellishing on. There's an old book page. This one has a little flip out, and I put lots of fussy cuts in here so that you could use them. There's a genuine tea card in the pocket. I did that on all 3. This is just an embellished, that's actually a belly band. And I put 2 little pieces of ephemera back there. I had fun with that belly band. Lots of fun decorations on there. Here, wait, let's put them in this way. I almost didn't see the ephemera behind it. There's so many fun decorations on that one. Okay, so that's the flip out. This has just a little tuck here on some music page. That's from the 1800s. So you can see I used lots of different kits. It's just so happy. Lots of botanicals. This has a little belly band. This is some of the packing paper. I did some embellishing on the book pages. Again, center I left long. I love these. This has a little belly band. And a little tuck here. So much decorating in these. And then this has a little pocket that has lots of like fussy cuts and tags and little pieces of ephemera that you can use while you're journaling. I believe I did that on all three. We'll have to check. If not, I will add that in. This has a little flip out with a book page and tag inside. And that opens up. And there's another one. You have two in this one that have the little tea cards. This is some handmade paper that I had bought. This has a little side tuck with some sari silk ribbon. And this has a large journaling card that I put in that page. And this is the center. This is one of those, I sell these in my shop. It's a, just like a little side tuck, but I used an old book page and the reverse of the die cuts from my die cuts. And it's a nice little side tuck. And then there's also a big journaling card up here. Some beautiful papers. This is from an old floral book that I had. Love this daisy. Or maybe it's a Cosmo. I don't know, but it's so pretty. I took some of the leftover paper and I made like a tag shape you could write on or put pictures on. This has a bag that has some journal cards inside, and I did some embellishing. This is one of those book pages, a little mini book page, and that's the center of this signature. And here's the other bag, and they have journaling card and some of my favorite stationery that I tuck into many of my journals. And you can see I used a lot of my fussy cuts in here. So pretty. I just love all these different papers. I love journals that have various kits in them. And this has a lot of different kits in them. There's some journaling cards. And I also, I don't know if you noticed, but in my Etsy shop, I have handmade tags like this that I sell in, I think, batches of 4s. You'd have to look and see. I have different sets in there. But if you would like some, there are some in my shop. Some drawing paper. This is another little flip out with a tag inside. One of my handmade tags. And this is the back with 2 little journal cards. And that is the back of the first one. So the other ones I'm just going to run through pretty quick because they are all very similar. This one has a different flower. It's more blue. But as you can see, the insides are very similar. So this has the flip out here. Oh, this one I took a card and I did some stenciling on it. One of those cards, paint chips, I think they call them. And there's some fussy cuts here. So again, I'm just going to run through it quick. So this has very similar look to it. They all have the centers that are, this is the tiered pocket on this one. And then there's also a big journal card up here. And some music sheet. Here's a little tuck spot. This is a little journal card, but this is also one of the reverse die cuts that are in my shop. So if you want to take a look and see what you could find. And there's journaling cards that I made. I have to keep telling myself to just go through it quick because they're very similar. 2 little journaling cards. This is a little belly band with a beautiful image. This is a little tuck spot. This is the handmade paper. Oh, this one has another one that's tiered. I don't know. I do these on like different days, as I said, and you never know. Sometimes you get bonuses. This has another journaling card in there. I just love these. I think they came out gorgeous. And that spine is just phenomenal. Just love it. So that has stuff in there. And then over here it has some fussy cuts that you could use throughout your journal. But I hope you love these. Some pages in there. And please let me know what you think. I don't usually get too many comments, but I would love to hear where you're from, if you make your own journals, or if you just use them, because honestly, I used to journal a lot. I don't really journal much anymore. I'm too busy making journals. This one has a ton in here of die cuts, fussy cuts. I sit and do those while I'm watching TV. This has a little dangle with a butterfly. And this is the back. So that is that one. That's the blue. This is like a dandelion. And again, as you could see, very similar. Here's your tiered one. This one has the little flip out. Lots of stuff in there. And it has the large journal card above. Oh, this one has one of these. It has a pocket here and then 2 little journaling cards that come out of the side. I got that from Pink Monarch Butterflies. Oh, this one I put the stationery in the belly band. Here's a little tuck with some die cuts, not die cuts, fussy cuts. I just